Hi, today's Thursday, which is a short day. As is always the case, the House will sit from 2 o'clock until 6 o'clock. We'll start off with a business statement from Chris Hipkins as the Leader of the House, where he outlines what is likely to happen next week, and that is subject to questions from the Shadow Leader of the House. We'll then go on to questions to ministers. The first is from Amy Adams to the Minister of Finance. What's becoming a bit of a standard question, does he have confidence in the government's management of the New Zealand economy? Judith Collins is asking Phil Twyford about the risk to Kiwi Build of builders going insolvent. Jamie Lee Ross is on to the Minister of Transport about increases in fuel taxes. Paul Goldsmith is continuing his quest to the Minister of Economic Development, who has described the ANZ Business Confidence Survey as junk, and so there's more questioning on that. Phil Twyford then gets a government question on the urban growth agenda. Damien O'Connor, as Minister of Agriculture, comes into questioning, does he stand by all his policies and actions? And then we get through to Nick Smith, to the Minister of Justice, and what's becoming more or less a daily question about waka jumping legislation. Jan Tinetti to the Minister of Education about polytechs and their viability. And then we go on to questions about building construction, land information, young people in employment. And the final question is a hypothetical question which didn't used to be allowed, but standing orders now allow them, to the Minister of Internal Affairs, if she could redo the appointment process for the membership of the government inquiry into the appointment process for a Deputy Commissioner of Police, would she do anything differently? If so, what? So that should be interesting to finish up on. We then go on to 3 hours roughly on bills. First is the subordinate legislation confirmation bill. What this basically does is a whole pile of regulations which have to come to Parliament to get endorsement. But the first reading of these is not subject to a debate. They get sent off to the Regulations Review Committee. We then go on to the Electoral Integrity Amendment Bill, the second reading, in the name of Andrew Little. This is the waka jumping legislation, likely to be fiercely contested through its stages. And when we've finished that, there'll be some more progress on the Overseas Investment Bill at committee stages that got partway through its committee stages last night.